We of all people know that humans are freaky little animals, but what about the other animals? In Birds and the Bees, we are deep diving into nature and all of the weird, wacky, and hard to believe facts that make the animal kingdom, quite frankly, bigger freaks than us. All right, hey guys, and welcome back to Birds and the Bees. And this time we have Nicole on.
Hi.
I always like to give people a chance to talk about anything their fans should be particularly excited about coming up with you, because anyone who loves you and everyone loves Nicole as well. They'll want to know, and here's a good place for them to find out. So have you got anything crazy happening coming up, or you just chilling at the moment?
Yeah, I just had my tubes and everything taken out, so I'm having sex for the first time and recording it and getting flooded with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's gonna be fun.
What was that process like?
I don't want to say. So I'm stubborn.
Okay.
It's supposed to be I took all of July off work pretty much. So the surgery was July 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a July 4th barbecue. Because I'm insane.
Yes, you are. But we love you for it.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of women are really interested in having it done, but the process seems kind of intimidating.
Thankfully, it was laparoscopic. So I've had those surgeries before for similar issues. They just took more out this time. But
yeah.
And I don't have to worry about anything ever again.
All the creamy pies in the world now.
Every single one, yeah.
I had a laparoscopic surgery when I was 16 because I had a cyst the size of a fist.
Yeah.
But for me, the worst of it was the gas in your stomach afterwards. That was painful as fuck.
Thankfully, I didn't have too much somehow. I remember because I had laparoscopic for cysts when I was the same age, I think, actually. And I remember it was trapped in the shoulder, and it was, no, nothing. It was just, I think because I was elated because I've had cyst and endometriosis, all that pain forever. So waking up without that pain and just having surgery pain, I was happy tears. I'm I don't care. I get hit by a truck. I feel so much better than I felt for the past 20 years or whatever. So
that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Then. That's a new lease on life. That's a huge thing.
I'm just excited I could fit more in there now. There's no cyst and just room for,
just saying.
Yeah.
All right, so today we are talking about possums.
Yes.
And I hit you up and I was asking you what kind of animal you'd like to learn more about, and you said possums. So why did you choose possums?
Because they're really cute and they have a bad rap, even though people confuse possums and opossums first of all, but then because opossums are the one that are here and possums are in Australia, right?
Yeah, so opossums are technically the American version, and possums we have in Australia, but
they look nothing alike. I don't understand where the name came from.
No, they really don't. You know what? We should look it up. I can look it up. But they're so similar that we're going to talk about both, but a lot of things carry across.
Mm.
So let's see. Where does the name opossum come from?
Yeah, because
I looked this up, I think. Hang on, let me check my notes. I have okay. Ha! I did my job. So, you would know what a marsupial is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to explain to the guys at home, do you know what, anatomically makes them a marsupial?
Yeah, they have pouches, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they are North America's only native marsupial.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very special for that reason, the opossum. And the name comes from, I'm going to butcher this, I'm so sorry to the native people, but the Algonquin language, opossum, meaning white animal.
Oh, so it has nothing to do with possums?
It's just
white animal?
Yeah.
But only their face is white, right?
But that's what makes them a white, a white one, I guess. Yeah.
They're just so cute.
I know.
And they're just so good for the overall population and health. I'm
Yeah, so we'll get to that.
Yeah,
but
that's why I'm trying to hold my tongue. I'm like,
you
I know you did your notes. I love possums.
So you know a lot about possums then?
Possums, not possums.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know like anything about actual like possums.
Have you seen photos of Australian possums?
Yes, because I've done like, what's the difference? And I'm like, you guys don't look the same. But I don't know anything about them as a species other than what they look like.
So they're like a lot prettier. They're like the prom queen of the possum world, I feel like, in Australia. Like they have cute little eyes and their face is really like petite. And then there's the opossums, which look like it's come out of a garbage can. They're still cute, but they look very different.
They're princess goblins.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good description.
Yeah.
I think it's because their nose is so long.
That's what makes them so cute.
Yeah. I think not many people agree with you.
Look at these long noses. Like,
I really like them, but I've noticed talking to Americans, a lot of people are like weird about.
Well, because everyone in America has a nose job, so they're just like, give that animal a nose job.
So this is like if you kept your Roman nose. This is like what an opossum. Because I used to have a Roman nose, and then I had a nose job. Because
did you really?
Yeah. So when I used to eat carrots and rice, it would go up my nose and get stuck, and then I'd get a fever. So then I had it scanned and I had a deviated septum, and then they fixed it and it never happened again. But they didn't let me claim it under like the universal health care in Australia. I ended up having to pay a lot of money, and they didn't tell me till after the surgery, and I was mad about that.
That's insane that they wouldn't tell you before.
I wouldn't have gone into that.
It was only internal? Because I'm like, your nose looks natural. Like,
no, it's definitely like, I'll find a photo and I'll show you, but I look very different.
I have a deviated septum as well, but I don't want to get surgery on my nose. I get scared.
That's fair. And it's like very intense. Like, I know for mine, it was like they packed my nose full of so much antibiotic treatment afterwards that I would wake myself up at night because I would like
vomiting blood.
No, like because I couldn't breathe through my nose. The second I stopped mouth breathing, I would choke myself. Like I would asphyxiate, and I'd have to.
Oh, like me with my cats. Yeah.
It was really bad. I didn't sleep for 2 weeks.
Oh God.
Are you okay, ma'am? You want to learn about possums too?
Yeah, she's like, yeah, they're so cute.
Do you know how long possums live for?
I don't, but I want to say it's got to be around like 10 years.
No, and this shocked me. This fact, I didn't know.
Wait, possums or opossums, or do they have similar life expectancies?
They're similar.
Okay.
So for their size, they're one of the shortest lived animals in the world, with few making it beyond 2 years.
Oh.
I know. Makes me feel.
Because I figured they were like smaller because they're not rodents, but they're similar to rodents, and rodents are only like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, but oh.
I know. It's really sad.
Oh.
I just realized my editor's going to kill me because I didn't clap. I'm sorry, Pash. Haha. I'm just trying to like marry up the sound.
We're so excited.
I know. Possums are just too exciting. Now they also have, so opossums are similar to Australian possums where they use their tail like another limb.
Mm-hmm.
So they use it to grasp on things and to balance as well. And I don't know if you've seen like the different tails in Australia, but ours are named after the tails.
Wait, there's different types?
Mm-hmm. So the two most common ones are brush-tail possums, which have a big bushy tail. And then there's ringtail possums that have a curly tail, and they actually have a white tip as well.
Can we look these up?
Yeah, we can.
Like, ooh.
No one at home is going to, you can look it up.
Do your possum research, yeah.
Exactly. So this is a brush-tail possum and his little tail.
Oh, is that like a squirrel?
No, this is a possum.
No, like the tail.
It's just like a bushy tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then ringtails are my personal favorite. I know they're just
they're so cute.
Right?
Look at the little.
And so now you get why I see like a picture of an opossum.
Gorgeous. Stunning. Beautiful. Look at those little babies on his back. That's a hard-working mama right there.
I mean, yeah, they are very hardworking mamas, but
I love like what they do for like rabies and stuff, just all the like good stuff. I'm like, I don't want to overstep on your research, but I'm like,
to me, they kind of look like Mike Myers a little bit.
Like the horror movie or I'm like Shrek or like the horror.
No, the mask. Yeah. Awesome.
I'm trying to remember what he's the hockey mask, right? I'm like, I get my horror movie guys confused.
Yeah.
Or wait, that's Jason, isn't it? Wait, no, Mike Myers is the one that's just like the full suit thing with the white mask.
The white mask, yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. All right. So when opossums are threatened, they play dead by doing something similar to fainting. And for a long time, people thought it was just really cute, and they were like just playing dead, like, but they were aware.
They're scared.
So it's an actual physiological response, yeah. So like it's not acting. They get so stressed that they seize up, almost like a seizure vibe, and they stick their tongues out and they secrete a foul odor from their ass to make them smell like they're dead. And when they study them, the physiological response, like the hormones that are released, is very similar to like a traumatic response.
Oh, so is it like similar to like myotonic goats, where like they just get stressed and just pass out?
Yeah.
And like just no control, just.
It's very similar to that, yeah.
Oh, babies.
I know. So
don't make them play possum. Leave them alone.
yeah, so like people definitely shouldn't be like trying to force those reactions out of them out of cuteness, because it's actually really bad for them.
Well, it's like when people put a cucumber next to a cat because cats think it's like snakes and they jump and they like startle cats because they think it's funny. Like, you're a dick. Why are you stressing your cat out? I hate you.
One thing though about the like playing dead thing, I kind of wish that if someone was bothering me and I didn't want to be bothered, I could smell dead to get them to leave me alone. Just like just push a little bit of rotten something out there and just, well, I guess I could just fart in the vicinity, but like, you get what I mean?
Well, do you remember like Jenna Marbles from back in the day?
Yes.
Do you remember she had that video of how to get guys away from you and she would make that like chin face?
No.
Okay. Get ready for it.
Okay, give me a demonstration.
Okay. She'd be like,
You don't have much of a, I have a better one than you, I feel like.
me. So she do something like that, and that's like the playing possum. But yeah.
Yeah. I still think that wouldn't have the same effect as like smelling dead for a second.
There is that whole like study on like smell and stuff.
Yeah. I think it would be really useful.
Carry like skunk perfume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be really useful. Yeah.
I'm gonna start coming up with that, where it's like a little secret button or whatever that you press to like
Just
release
spreads.
bad perfume. Yeah.
Exactly. Now we're going to get into some of the stuff that you were like dying to mention. So possums, both Australian possums and American possums actually are very immune to many venoms and toxins. So rattlesnakes don't have a big effect on them. It's not that like they're not totally immune. They can still get sick from it.
But they use them to make anti-venom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're also very immune to botulism. So Botox, I mean, they're fucked. They can't, they would just age.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to not be paralyzed, I think. Like, they don't have to worry about dented cans by them. Like.
Yeah. I think people, like, when they hear about botulism, they think of Botox and they're like, oh, it's nothing, but
it's a muscle paralytic. Like,
yeah, so, like, when it's in your entire system, it's like a whole other ball game.
You guys know that, like, your heart's a muscle, right? Like, so it would paralyze that. No good.
And the reason why they're like so immune is because there's very specific proteins in their blood. I read about them. There were a bunch. I didn't like write them down because I figured it was probably be too much information for this. But scientists are trying to study the proteins in possum blood to potentially develop new antivenoms for human use.
They're just so good. And then they like the stuff like Lyme disease and stuff, like all the yeah,
you can talk about it if you want.
Yeah, like they eat the ticks and stuff, so then you don't get Lyme disease. Because I had Lyme disease when I was younger, and it like messed me up real bad. And I'm like, I just owe a lot to possums.
So they eat like thousands of ticks a year. It's like a big staple in their diet.
Yeah.
And Lyme disease is like it's spread in the world through ticks and tick bites. So I think a lot of people are like kind of aware of that now.
Yeah, the little bullseye mark.
Yeah, that's how you tell if you've been...
So if you look out.
Yeah. So they control the tick population. So possums are like super important for human health and protection of human health.
We owe so much to them, other than them being cute.
Do you want to have a guess at like how many teeth they have?
I think they have big, beautiful smiles. Or wait, opossums or possums? Or are they similar?
Either. They're similar.
Well, humans have 32, right?
We have 28.
We have oh God. I'm like, maybe I
We have
have
32 with the wisdom teeth.
Aha. Okay, so they have bigger, beautiful smiles, I think. So I want to say they have like 62.
That was a good guess. I feel like when I was looking this up, I was going to guess not much higher than us for some reason, but they have 50.
Ah.
And they have more teeth than any land mammal in North America. They're the toothiest land mammal in North America.
Huh. Like I said, big, beautiful smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Myers has a lot of teeth. This is like adding to the like nightmare. But anyway.
Well, they have like teeny tiny teeth, right?
Yeah,
or is it just they have like I said, they're like long, like just go back further.
I think it's a combination.
Yeah, I guess because they have like the pointy.
Yeah, they have a jaw, like a proper jaw, unless like us. They are nocturnal, and they are, this word, it describes like when they're awake at dawn and dusk. So crepuscular. I think it's crepuscular. It's been a long time since I've used that word.
Oh, that's sad. Don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah.
Huh. So they don't sleep at night, and they're just up all the like.
So they sleep. So they'll be asleep during the day, and then they are active dawn, dusk, and night. But in saying that, like if they live in a really cold area, what I learned through researching is that they actually modify their schedule, and they'll try to scavenge during the day instead when it's less cold, and they'll try to sleep at night. But that's kind of like a night shift worker. Like it's really hard for them.
Oh,
bless them.
Like I said, they're just doing what they can to provide for their little babies.
Have you ever read like so you were talking about rabies, right?
Yeah.
So they can't get rabies. Have you heard why they can't get rabies?
Is it their temperature, right?
Yeah, you're so smart about possums.
I'm just autistic and love animals.
So their body temperature is like too low. Rabies needs like a certain heat in order to like activate, and their temperature is so low that the rabies can't really flourish in their body. That's crazy.
Another reason why they're amazing.
Also another reason why they sound like a horror story, because they sound like a vampire. They're like cold with lots of teeth, and they look like Mike Myers.
Okay, they are similar to vampires, and they are awake at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're just so cute.
And they eat ticks which suck blood, so then like by virtue, they're kind of like sucking blood.
We need like a Twilight series, but like of just possums. How cute would that be? And then opossums would be the werewolves.
We should send.
Possums are the opossums are the vampires, and then the possums are the werewolves. Yeah.
We should send this idea to that Australian dude that does the Twilight TikToks. Have you seen this?
I'm so bad at using TikTok. I don't know anything that's happening there.
So there's this guy who's really famous on YouTube for doing like the scenes in an Australian accent, and it's like, how long have you been 17? And then the other person, he's like, a while. Like,
that's awesome.
It's amazing. I'll find it.
I'm just thinking like a claymation or something, like, or like, you know, remember like Potter Puppet Pals, like little puppets or something, but like for possums in Twilight.
Kind of like, oh my God, what was that movie about chickens?
Chicken Run?
Yeah. Maybe. Do you know what their babies are called? I think it's really cute.
I don't.
They're called joeys, like kangaroos.
Oh, is it because they're mammals? Or not, I mean marsupials? Or...
I don't think it's related to that because, actually, you know what? Because I have a feeling that platypus babies might be called joeys, so you might be onto something there.
Are they? I thought they were cubs or kits or something.
Let me, let's have a look.
Kits or pups, I want to say, were platypus. Platypus. Oh my God, another plural.
Every time I do these, I'm like, please guys, don't judge me. Puggles, that's right.
Oh, it's even better. Like a pug and a beagle, but for a platypus.
So,
look at the baby. It's so cute.
I feel like I've just made a mistake, and I'm gonna, so I don't look like a bad Australian. Facts! Okay, so, yeah. So no, that doesn't work. So you might be, I'm gonna actually research it. You might actually be right, and I've just never connected it, but.
I don't know, I love the names for like baby animals, they're so cute.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But it would make sense because joeys live in pouches. It would make sense that all marsupials maybe have babies called joeys. So I'll look into this and I'll talk about it in another episode.
Cool.
And yes, you're right. Like all the young sit on their backs. and they stay until 4 months old, and they piggyback almost the entire time. So if they have like 5 babies, they're fucking carrying around 5 babies everywhere.
Wait, they only live to like 2 or 3, and the first 4 months are spent on their mom's back. That's like most of their life.
Well, I mean, we live at home half the time until we're 25 now. 20. Most people live to 80. Most people live to 80, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of same.
Yeah. I forget that, like, yeah, a lot of people have parents that keep them at home. I'm like, I was out on my own at like 17.
Yeah, but even 17, like, compared to like your average lifespan, that would be about a quarter.
Yeah. Just talking about mental math. I'm like,
yeah, so they're kind of similar. So don't judge them for staying at home with mum.
I mean, I wouldn't like that's like nonstop snuggles. Like that's adorable.
Yeah. They also, I feel like possums have like this bad rap for smelling, and I wonder if that comes from like, one, they go through garbage a bunch. They probably smell like what they eat, and 2, they release that gland when they are fainting, when they're fainting, and so they probably do stink a lot when people like interact with them, but they're actually very clean animals, and they groom like crazy. They're probably one of the cleanest animals you can meet.
That's why I want to snuggle them, but I can't because then I'll give them a mini heart attack stroke thing. Like,
and then you'll smell of death.
And then I'll scare away the people that I want near me.
Maybe just choose to cuddle when you are around people that you don't like. And they also don't have many sweat glands. So that's also why they don't have a smell. Like, we start to smell because we have sweat glands, but they're kind of similar to like dogs, where the sweat glands are like mostly in their feet, and so they don't really sweat. All right,
their little toes are so cute.
They're actually kind of smart. So one study found that they were better than rats, dogs, pigs, and cats when it came to remembering routes. I'm Australian, I want to say roots. That led to a tasty treat. And pigs are so smart. So the fact that they beat out pigs is a big deal.
I was just about to say that. Pigs are genius. Like, wow.
And they can recall the smell of harmful substances and avoid them, whereas a lot of other animals aren't that smart, and they'll forget, and they'll be like, tasty treat, let's try that again.
Like me eating things I'm allergic to. I'm like, will I die?
Maybe this time it won't.
Is a possum smarter than me?
Maybe.
Or just better survival instincts?
Maybe, I don't know. I can't answer that for you. And opossums as well. One thing that I really like is, you know how there's this like trend lately in the world where like people are living in like big groups, like girlfriends are all buying a property and building houses on them.
The dream, yeah.
And I really want to do it. They kind of do something similar. So the most that they've recorded so far is 13 grown-up opossums sharing the same den in one study.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it like all moms and babies, or like do they have like male?
No, grown opossums. 13 grown-ass adults all living together.
So it's not even like with the babies for survival. It's just
with this
they're
study,
just hanging out.
Yeah. They don't do. Oh, we talked about that. Hi, baby.
She's so cute.
We talked a little bit before about the cold and like how it changes their the way that they live. But one thing with them, I mean, they sound like superheroes at the moment, right? Superheroes or vampires, we can't decide.
Both.
But because the temperature is so low, it's really easy for them to get frostbite when they do actually live in cold environments, because like the blood flow and everything's already affected. So it's really common for them to get frostbite on their tails and their ears, which is really sad. And also, they don't have a lot of hair.
They don't? I thought they're like super fluffy.
No, they don't have that much.
Well, I guess on their
average
feet, yeah.
Animal, yeah. They're kind of space.
So what I'm hearing is I should start knitting like little mittens for possums. Got it.
Yeah, perfect.
Do it. Little tail cozies.
I think I've already talked about penguins in another episode, but I didn't talk about this. There's a man that was very famous in Australia for knitting hundreds of sweaters for penguins in Australia.
Sweater? I thought penguins are meant to be cold. Like what?
It was for like rescue penguins that were like rehabilitating and things like that. Really
is he single?
He's 90-something, but
is he single?
I think he might not be with us anymore.
Oh. Well, anyone out there, if you're knitting sweaters for penguins and stuff, hit me up.
I'll slide into those DMs.
Love it.
This is a fun fact that I found that I was not aware of. So the scientists, the way that they figure out how old animals are is by like looking at fossils, and they can measure the amount of particular like substances within the rocks around fossils to determine how old they are.
Carbon dating?
Mm-hmm. So opossums are considered a living fossil. They're one of the animals that hasn't changed in a really long time. And they haven't had any adaptations for at least 20 million years.
Wait, that's so cool.
Right?
What?
So they like look at the decay of basically like radioactive elements to work, like things that do last for that long to work out the age.
Half-lives and such.
We sound
pulling out my old biology like.
All right, let's get into some reproduction stuff because that stuff's always so much fun. Because animals are freaky. That's why I called it the birds and the bees this podcast. So these guys breed from late winter to early summer, and they raise 2 litters a year.
Two?
Yeah.
Wow.
They attract each other by the males clicking. So like they just like click at each. Yeah, and they sniff at each other and they vocalize to court. I don't actually know what the vocal sound is. Is that what it is?
I have no idea. That's just what I imagine from pictures I've seen.
Okay. Cool. That's what it is from here on out. Even if scientifically it's not true, we don't care. This is now reality.
That'd be so funny if it was. Instead of like, hey, how you doing? It's
That sounds like what it should be if they're not interested, though.
I don't know, when I get really excited if I see someone hot, I'm like,
True. Females are only receptive for a very short amount of time, and they hiss or they bite if they're not ready. I mean, same. You know, it's a mood.
Yeah.
This is where it gets really fun and like kind of unusual. Possums are really unique. I haven't found an animal that mate the same way yet. So if she is ready and receptive, he bites the fur on her neck and then climbs onto her back. So like the top of her neck gets super wet with saliva. He bites it that much. Yeah.
Ew.
Giant wet willy on the neck.
Oh my God.
He then grasps her hind legs with his hind feet, and they both roll onto their right side specifically. So if
their organs fall a certain way, or like,
so they don't really, I don't think anyone's been able to like decide whether that contributes. All we know is that there was a researcher in the 1950s who failed to find sperm in the genital tract if they stayed upright or if they fell to the left.
Huh.
So one website said if they fall to the left, mating is less successful. But I don't know what the rates are of falling to the left versus falling to the right. But I just find that really unique and weird.
Yeah, no, that's so cool. I guess it's sort of like when you like eat a bunch of food, then you lie down, you want to lay on, I think, your left side to speed up digestion, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but for sperm.
And I don't think that it would be like the anatomy contributing, because marsupials all have 2 uteruses and they have a pronged penis.
I didn't know any of that.
So we talked about this with kangaroos in an episode, and so marsupials have 3 vaginas.
3 vaginas and 2 uteruses.
So the middle one opens up when they give birth for the first time.
And just the first time.
Mm-hmm. And then they just have 3 all the time. And then they have a vagina for each of the uteri. And then the man has a pronged penis so that he can hopefully like
impregnate both uteruses, like uteri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so probably, I didn't actually look this up, but I would imagine if they're as similar as kangaroos. So the cool thing about kangaroos is they can have an embryo on one side that they pause the like development of, like they can stop and start their like embryo development, but they could also have like one fetus over here that's this age. They could have a joey in the pouch, and then they could have like an embryo.
That's so cool.
Right?
So wait, you said that's for marsupials? Like all of them that have like the 3 and 2?
Yeah, well, so far every marsupial that I've researched has had that.
So do they have like one opening and then it like branches off, or do they have like multiple?
So they have 2 vagina. But
like vaginal canals? Like,
yeah, 2 vaginal canals. As far as like the specifics of like the opening, then I'm not sure whether it's like 2 separate. I've not looked at the vagina of a possum or a kangaroo, but I don't know if the openings conjoin. I think that's what you're trying to ask, or if there's 2 separate holes. I would imagine if the penis is prongs.
Right, I'm like, does it prong from the inside and then it like bifurcates?
I can look it up if you want.
I don't know if bifurcate's the right word.
Kangaroo
Right?
vagina anatomy. Let's see if anyone's actually looked at it.
Like a bifurcated canal or whatever.
So it's got one, it looks like they join.
Okay, yeah. Interesting.
So one opening and then it parts. So this is what it looks like. Crazy.
Huh.
It's one of my favorite facts about kangaroos
That's so cool.
and Australian animals in general, but you guys also get to claim it.
Right.
Um,
And now I just have one ovary and none of the stuff.
you have the opposite problem. They can
They
have 3
extra.
babies.
I can have none.
Exactly.
No little baby.
Now, males deliver a really low sperm count. They deliver like 50 times less than a rabbit, but the sperm are paired. So they like fuse the heads and the tails together.
I'm sorry?
And it makes them more efficient at swimming. That was one of my favorite facts I found while looking up these guys.
So it's like if you skydive and it's like tandem, it's just like you have a buddy that's like to help you do it better.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I just got double the kicking power.
Do you like my coffee breath? Yeah.
Tammy's the one that actually loves coffee, but I'm surprised she's fast asleep. And then the little babies are born just 12 to 13 days later. And do you know how they give birth? If you love
Wait, their gestational period's only 12 to 13 days?
Mm-hmm.
That's so fast. Oh, wait, because marsupials, because they have the pouch, right?
So they're born as like a jelly bean.
Yeah.
And then the jelly bean's responsibility is to climb up from the vaginal opening into the pouch. I don't know how they know. They're just genetically programmed. And then they have to make it into the pouch or they die.
They're so, like, how do you just know while you're a jelly bean to, like, move a certain, like...
It's so inefficient. Like, for all of... They've put so much effort into having 2 uteruses and 3 vaginas, and then they're making their young crawl for it. Like, come on.
What freaked me out about marsupials when I first found out was, like, because, you know, as a kid, you think an animal has a pouch, and it's just, like, a fuzzy purse. No, you open it up, and, like, the nipples and everything are in there for, like, feeding, and it just looks like the inside of the body, but, like, it's outside.
And some of the teats are really long.
Yeah.
Like, it's freaky.
And it's, like, veiny and stuff. It's, like, just looks like it's supposed to be protected a lot better than it is. Like,
exactly. Yeah, it's weird. All right, we're going to finish on my favorite fact that I found.
I'm ready.
So, have you heard about this myth that possums give birth through their nose?
No. What?
So there's literally like an urban myth that possums give birth through their nose. And obviously it's wrong. We've talked enough about it now. But the thought was that it might have started because they groom their stomach and their pouch before they give birth, and they often sneeze as they do this. And another thought is that because in the beginning they couldn't find a dual opening in the female, but the man had a pronged penis, the thought was that maybe the penises went into the nostrils and impregnated her with a sneeze. We were really stupid at some point.
Yeah, I'm like, when was this? Was this when, like, gods were created and stuff? Like, I
doubt
was this, like, the sky, like, thunders, like...
I don't know how long ago it was, but if they were studying the right side lie in 1950, I would imagine it would be early 1900s.
That's crazy. Like, sneeze... I know men don't know a lot about reproductive health, but, like, come on, you guys.
But, I mean, if you have a double-pronged penis and the only place in the body that has 2 holes, obviously, is the nose, it would make sense. You'd be like, I wonder if that's the spot.
But that's just, oh my... I mean, that'd be funny. Like,
and also,
imagine sneezing out... I mean, I've sneezed out some babies, but just...
And on that note... Thanks for joining us for Possum.
Yay!
We'll see you next time, guys.
Yeah.